So for example 4, we're looking at public high school enrollment since 2011. So what I'm going to do, instead of putting 2011, 2012, and so on, I'm just going to write year, and then just put year 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then here is the number of students, which again is in thousands. So we have 14,749, 14,753, 14,754, 14,828, and 14,912. And what we're asked to do is find an equation. So first, what I'm going to do is look at, well, how many students are we increasing by? Or kind of like what my slope is. So if I take 14,753 minus 14,749, I notice that I increase by 4,000 students. Here, I increase by 1,000 students. Here, I'm going to use a calculator to subtract. Just type in 14,828 minus 14,754, and I got 74,000. And then here, 14,912 minus 14,828. And I got, it's increasing by 84,000. So what I'm going to do is find the slope using the first and the last value. So the average slope over the whole interval. So what that means is we have year 11 and 14,749, and then year 15 and 14,912. So again, if you remember, we just label our X and Y's, and this is the first X and Y, so I just put subscript 1 for both, and then this would become X2 and Y2. So to find the slope, we use slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Or in our case, y2, 14,912 minus 14,749 over 15 minus 11. So in subtracting that, we have 14,912 minus 14,749, which is 163 over 4. And then dividing that, I get 40.75. So if we were to interpret that, that means we have an increase of 40.75 students per 1 year on average. So now that we found the slope, our second step here is to find the y-intercept, or b. So what we do there is just write general form of a slope-intercept form, so y equals mx plus b. And then I'm going to substitute in our last value. So I'm going to substitute x, sorry, that's a little sloppy, x equals 15, and y is equal to 14,912. And then also we know that our m value is 40.79. So putting all of that into this equation, we have 14,912 is equal to 40 point, oh, and that was not 79, that's 75. 40.75 times the x value here is 15 plus b. So now I use my calculator to multiply 40.75 times 15. And I get 611.25 plus b is equal to 14,912. And now I want to get b by itself, so I subtract 611.25 from both sides. And when I do that, I get 14,300.75 equals b. So I'm going to round that up to 14,301, just because we can't have 0.75 of a person. And now I have my b, and I have my slope, which again, I'm going to round that to 41. And then my final equation would just be y equals 41 x plus 14,301.